The import range function is useful for referencing cells and data in another spreadsheet without actually having to open it. Now, to do this, you will need to first find the key of the spreadsheet you'd like to reference. Your key is located in the URL of the spreadsheet. So for instance, in this spreadsheet, the key is going to be this number right here, located after the key equals within the URL, and ends before the pound sign. So if we want to pull data, some baseball data, from another spreadsheet without opening it, I've already pulled the key to it here. And to do so, we would down here type equals import range, and then this takes the spreadsheet key as the first argument, which we can actually just click on this cell to reference, and then as the second argument takes the range we'd like to import. And in this case, we want to import the range A1 to AF5 from sheet 1. So remember, this is a string, so we put it in quotation marks, and then we type sheet 1 exclamation mark, because you're referencing a certain sheet, and then A1 to AF5 in quotes, in parentheses, enter, and this loads the data from that spreadsheet, in this case some baseball data. Now as you'll see, the formula was actually able to populate all these other cells even though we only typed the function into this upper leftmost cell here. Now it does this by utilizing the continue function, as you'll see here, which continues the function, in this case, in A13, and it continues it to, as we'll see here, to 1, which represents row 2, column 1. This continues row 3, column 1, and so forth to continue your array function. Because an array function takes an array and returns an array, and the array returned fills more cells than just the one cell that you actually input the function into. So now, if we want to use the transpose function, which is also an array function, to turn this data around so that we can see it vertically instead of horizontally, we would use equals transpose, and then it will take this array here in parentheses, and it also utilizes the continue functions to continue the array output and transposes our data from here down here so that now we can see it horizontally. This is essentially taking the matrix or array of data and rotating it 90 degrees, if you will. Now, say we want to find a unique list of all the positions in this data. We could use the unique function to essentially remove the duplicates from our position list. To do this, we could type equals unique, and this takes this array here, and voila, we have a unique list of all the values in the array that the unique function takes. So in this case, we see position, and then pitcher, catcher, and so on.